G'day, humans. What's the good word? Chris Funder here, live in living colour, kind of, with Fruity as Alex. We're live in the Discord. How are you, mate?
We're live, pal.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Anyway.
Oh, man. This is, I like doing the live stuff because you never know what's going to happen, eh? Me unfiltered can be bad news sometimes. So we'll see what happens. We're riding on the edge of a lightning bolt now.
Oh, Jesus. So, firstly, off the top, yes, I've pulled the Blue Yeti out of retirement. My other mic died. The recording last week didn't sound great, so I spent a few days trying to sweeten that up the best that I could. So hopefully this week's isn't as bad as I've tried to play around with the mic settings. Fair bit of stuff to touch on, buddy. Should we touch on some of the bad Aussie news, I guess, first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so full disclosure here, when I went to New Japan Tamashii, not Super Showdown weekend, AEW Grand Slam weekend, I was unaware of the allegations involving Red Castle Entertainment hiring someone who is known to be blacklisted from New Zealand, Western Australia, South Australia, Victoria, the ACT, and New South Wales. So I just want to get that out there out of the way. I think by the time I had realised there was some rumours around the day of the event, I wouldn't have gotten my money back, and I'm already there, and I'm going out to see New Japan. So Red Castle Entertainment put out an AI apology that they'd later go back to edit to say that they're sorry for the decisions they made, and now the company's on hiatus.
Good.
Yeah. It sucks because I'm just trying to think where we are in terms of calendar. About 2 months ago was the Pro Wrestling League and Renegades of Wrestling Super Show that had about 5 or 6 notable people representing different Queensland promotions, like your Wide Bay, your Queensland Wrestling Alliance out of Townsville. You had people from War of Rockhampton. You had people from Venom, from UPW in Brisbane. So there was a heap of melting pot on that show. And one of the good photos I got from that show is one of the fans in the balcony saying, Queensland Wrestling Matters. And if you've gone back and watched that VOD, it opens with Bobby Bishop cutting this promo saying, why Queensland Wrestling Matters. And then 2 months later, we have this shit where someone was rumoured to be ring crew to then be put on the show. Tali put out a tweet saying she apologised for the late cancellation, but she wasn't going to be on that show, which led to other people pulling from that show, and Tali looking for another promoter to have her advertised match in Queensland or elsewhere in Australia.
Yeah.
So it's not a nice situation, and basically, fuck Red Castle.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It also led to their inaugural champion, which have only just had belts made up for their, I guess, singles title and their tag team championship. Led to Logan Pierce making a social media post saying that he's decided to vacate the championship and is no longer working with the company going forward. So I did want to touch on that off the top because some people know that I did go to Tamashii, which was co-promoted by Red Castle, and I haven't really said anything about it. Should we get to some, I guess, better news in terms of the Aussie wrestling scene or wrestling in general? Bit of news going on the past week. Wrestling Observer ratings came in for WrestleMania. Was there anything really there that caught your attention for Stand Deliver or Mania?
I was pretty happy to say the women got 5.
Yeah, the women's triple threat Io, Bianca, Rhea got 5 stars. Cage Match gave that a 9.20.
Like, let's be real. In the past, Meltzer hasn't been exactly generous with his ratings to women's matches. So
No,
yeah, it was good
not really.
No, and it's good that he finally gave them what they deserved because, yeah, it was the best match of that night, probably the best match of the 2 nights. Yeah.
Best match on Stand and Deliver was the main event, receiving 4.5, the triple threat of Obafemi, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams. The women's 4-way, the co-main, Stephanie Vaca, Julia, Jada Parker, Jordan Grace got 4. And then the tag team match got 4.25, that being Hank and Tank against Braxium.
I'm noticing a trend. What was the best match of Stand and Deliver?
The main event, triple threat.
Yeah. And what was the best match of night 1?
Night 1? That's a good question. Night 1 was the triple threat main event.
And what was the best match of night 2?
The women's triple threat opener.
Yeah, triple threats are cheat codes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least at the moment, that appears to be the flavour.
Yeah, so Cage Match fans, we've got this up in our Discord as well if you want to go have a look. Stand Deliver got 8.5 from 237 voters. Night 1 got a 5.66 out of 634 voters. And Night 2 got 5.79 out of 531 voters. Do you know what's going on with Ring of Honor right now?
I don't. I'm not. At the moment, I'm pretty checked out of the Tony Khan-verse. Or the Tony Carnival, depending on how you want to refer to it. I'm not sure what's going on with Ring of Honor.
So, last week when we recorded, Supercard of Honor got moved from WrestleMania weekend. It was going to happen May 2nd, which is this weekend as we are recording. And then I go back to check midweek, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor got moved on, I'm just trying to check this here, 11 days notice to now be Friday, July 11th at the Esports Arena in Arlington, Texas, over All In weekend.
What the fuck?
So, yeah. Which also moved Death Before Dishonor now to September, because I believe the pencil-in date for that was All In weekend originally. They had nothing confirmed for a pay-per-view 11 days out, and they made this change announcement on social media. I saw it on Twitter first. The only match I'd seen announced was the Ring of Honor Women's Pure Championship that got announced the week before, but there's no even tournament bracket confirmed for that yet.
God, that's awful. That's absolutely ludicrous.
Yeah, so the original poster here reads, plain and clear, Friday, May 2nd. I'm not that good at Photoshop to edit these. And the update one, Friday, July 11th. Yeah. Like,
what the fuck?
Ring of Honor just needs a constant direction. Hire fucking Shane McMahon and just give him the opportunity to run Ring of Honor. It's not the worst idea.
Let Jeff Jarrett go nuts.
Yeah?
Call up Dixie Carter, for God's sakes.
Huh?
Call up Dixie if you have to.
Yeah, there's another good show. Speaking of Dixie, what's this new thing with Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, and they're teasing a third man?
I don't know. It's probably going to be a podcast, to be real. I've seen so many people be like, oh, the third man's going to be Vince and they're going to announce a new promotion. It's like, oh no, imagine imagine that, but also no fucking chance, right?
No, I don't see that happening.
Yeah, it's just got to be a podcast. The third man's probably Conrad.
Yeah, you knew exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah.
Did you see during the week that Aussie wrestling is coming to Netflix?
Did not. No, I'm about to find out some news here, guys.
So Oz Pro Wrestling, based in Victoria, announced during the week on their social media on the 28th. So is this Monday? Yes. So they've reached an agreement for Netflix to show their upcoming show, Pro Wrestling Ringwood, Generations and future events throughout the year. The last time Aussie Wrestling was on a major streaming service, do you remember what Aussie Wrestling that was?
What was it called? It was on Amazon Prime.
Yes.
And I loved it.
Yes.
Fuck, I forgot its name, though.
Praise the Claw. Underworld Wrestling.
Underworld. I was going to say Underground. Yeah, Underworld. That's it.
Oh,
God, I loved that shit. That was so good. It was like Australia's own little indie lucha underground.
Yeah, it's such a disappointment that sort of didn't last because I liked some of the different matchups and whatnot they were doing there. But this Oz Pro Wrestling Generations card will feature Steadman versus Tommy Hellfire. We've also got Gore and Breakfast against Bush Kelly and Ryan Rapid. Zen Wen against Prince Shen. Apologies for mispronunciation there. Aisha will take on Tessa Armstrong. And Sam Yanis will take on Ann Carver. So, that'll be pretty interesting to see when that actually goes up because that event is May 31st, so end of next month, whether that's live, which I highly doubt because there's only like 3 Aussie promotions at the moment doing live streaming, which is PWA and there's Wrestle Rampage of South Australia, and there might be one other. A lot of the Aussie stuff's gone back to VOD recently. I highly suspect this will be filmed then VOD. Did you happen to catch TNA this past week?
I saw bits. I saw bits and pieces. It looked like a great show, to be honest.
I should ask, were you impressed with their latest signee?
I sure was.
Yes.
I was very impressed.
Indy Hartwell has signed for TNA Wrestling. Good fit for Indy, I believe.
Yeah.
She should do well in this women's division. It's not overpopulated by Aussies. She should stand out there, add a bit of a different flair, and there's always the partnership to sort of work in with some not TNA, NXT women.
Okay, breaking news on the pod.
Ooh, yeah.
Hulk Hogan has announced the third man.
Really?
Yep. He announced it 57 minutes ago. It is a dude called Israel Martinez. He is a founder and head coach of Izzy Style Wrestling, which is shoot wrestling. He has been John Jones's wrestling coach. I don't know what the fuck they're announcing. Mind you, I haven't been able to actually listen to the promo yet. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, and the comments aren't positive. They're like, Izzy who? My God, what a letdown. I'm shocked it's not Dave Meltzer. It was supposed to be me. What the fuck? Oh, I don't know who that is. This seemed more exciting the other day. What in the actual get new advisors, new lawyers, a new agent, fire everyone? Someone said thought it was Russo. Another guy said, so should we know the guy or
So
what the fuck is this? Who? Does it work for me, brother?
Who are you? Who are you? Okay. First reactions is pretty much everyone in the comments section. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, like why?
Also, why? I guess it's not a podcast, it's a gym thing?
I don't know. Then was Bischoff involved? Like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
How long's the video?
Unless the NWO is going to be like an MMA team moving forward.
Yeah, that's odd. How long's the video?
The video is 2 minutes 23 seconds.
Do you want to pop out and listen to it and come back?
Oh, I could do that. I'll pop out quick and then report to you guys.
Okay.
Vamp it up for him, Chris.
Well, you gotta listen here, brother. When you're thinking about a new business venture, you turn to Easy E and you turn to some jabroni Mark who doesn't know a work from a shoot and a shoot from a work.
Oh, that fucking clip of him being on Logan Paul's podcast and Logan Paul had no idea what shoot or work meant. And Hogan looked fucking disgusted at Logan.
Oh. I mean, I don't say it often, but yeah, I agree with Hogan there.
Yeah, it's outrageous. All right, I'm going to mute up and I'm going to check this shit out. I can't fucking listen to this promo anymore.
Okay, Alex has rejoined us. What did the Hulkster have to say, brother?
Oh, they just kept talking about how many fucking amateur wrestling tournaments this dude had, and then Hogan went on to some thing about, like, they say we're stacked. They say we're jacked bumba. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, and then, like, yeah, this Izzy dude turns around and they talk about, oh, we're gonna take over now, and it's like, what? That's all they just kept talking about. We're taking over.
Taking over with what?
I mean, the problem is they're going to misconstrue this as positive fucking press because, everyone's wondering what we're going to do. But, like, it's not good.
No, it's probably not. Oh, man. Well, that was a waste of 2 minutes you'll never get back.
I didn't even make it the full fucking promo. I was done. Like, I can't stand that shit. Like, Hollywood Hulk Hogan promos in '96 were pretty cringe in hindsight because it was just a dude trying to pretend to be cool that had not an ounce of cool in him.
Hollywood Hogan's great. He gave us the best thing ever in wrestling. Now, what they don't know is she's a stunt granny.
The stunt granny shit was good.
Going through some of the other news of the week, did you see more free agents coming out of Stardom?
No. What's going on there? They need to tighten up their contracts.
Yeah, well, this all falls under Bushi Road Wrestling, I suppose. New Japan, Stardom. We'll touch on Naito soon, but Grand Queendom was held on the 27th, and Mayu Iwatani confirmed her departure the next day at a press conference. who's been with Stardom since their first show in 2011.
My goodness.
She lost the IWGP to, I had this written down, to Sarai of the God's Eye unit. Big loss there. Do you see her going stateside, and if so, where?
I could see her going to AEW because Tony's a mark for that shit.
Yeah. Well, wasn't Kenny also the EVP of the women's division at one point?
Yeah, at one point. I'm pretty sure he isn't anymore, but you never know.
Also, Tam Nakano losing a career versus career match for the World of Stardom Championship. Which one's World? World is the red belt in Stardom, which is the main belt. Tony's held it before as well. Losing to the reigning champion, Sarai Katatina. I apologize if I've mispronounced that. Tam's been a part of the Stardom since 2017, being a part of both Oedo Tai, then the Stars unit. She has held the Artist of Stardom, which is their trios, Goddess of Stardom, which is the tag belts, and the Wonder of Stardom, which is the white belt, sort of your IC US level.
Yeah.
Do you see if this career versus career match is just her leaving the company and no retirement? Do you see her also going stateside?
Possibly. I'm not exactly familiar. But yeah, I mean, Tony would take. At this point in time, I think the WWE would take him because I think they're just really trying to diversify their rosters and have as much variety on their rosters as they can possibly have. So yeah, I mean, right now in 2025 is the best time to be a free agent, I think.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely a load of options there on the market. Also occurring overnight, Meiko Satomura retired in her final match at Sendai Girls Seiko Satomura Meiko, the final in Tokyo, Japan's famous Korakuen Hall in front of 1,600 fans. Was a tag team match with Mayu, apologies there for mispronunciation, against Aja Kong and Shinhiro Hashimoto.
Well, yeah, I mean, Meiko Satomura has had such a huge career. Like, she was on Nitro at one point.
Really?
Yeah. Bet you can't guess who her manager was.
Sonny Ono?
Damn right it was. Damn right.
It's weird because she's been under WWE contract since July of 2024, but hasn't wrestled for him since then. So she's been out doing a bunch of indie stuff since then.
Yeah, it's interesting because now WWE is happy to send their people outwards. Natalia's about to have a career renaissance with the stuff that she's doing outside of the company.
That's true.
Yeah, I watched this promo today from Natalia hyping up her appearance at the Crockett Cup, and I was like, where the fuck's this promo been from Natty for the last however many years?
Do you think Meiko Satomura will go into the WWE Hall of Fame?
I think she should.
Former NXT UK champion. Yeah.
And like I said, she legitimately wrestled during the Monday Night Wars. As hard as that is to believe, because she finally makes it to the WWE and it's fucking 20 years later. But I mean, She is deserving. I just can also say that the WWE would be like, well, that's not box office.
Yeah. Well, who was it this year who wasn't headlining? Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me to I guess, more Eastern hardcore fan base, like Eastern Hemisphere, that Mako Satomura is not as big as a name as Michelle McCool?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But the other thing is, the Hall of Fame's happening not in the Eastern part of the world. It's happening in the West.
Yeah.
You got to fill out an arena in the West.
We might as well chat Tetsuya Naito. Did you happen to catch his final match?
I did not, because quite frankly, New Japan has not gripped my interest in a while yet. I didn't hate Wrestle Kingdom, but they've just not really jumped back on my radar since.
So it wasn't a point of viewing to go and watch NJPW Wrestling Red Zone in Hiroshima?
Red Zone.
Yes.
In Hiroshima.
Yes. Yeah, I see where you're going with that now.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I guess because LIJ wears red and that's what they were going for? And it's Naito's hometown?
Yeah. I mean, okay, yep. We'll let that slide. but there will be people that will see that name and be like, the fuck?
True. So Naito here, tagging with Hiromu, losing to your favorite tag team in New Japan. That's right. Taichi and Ishii. Don't ask me why that's a thing. yeah, I don't know.
Is Ishii lip syncing?
I wish he was.
Because that would make up for it.
Stone Pitbull lets his music play for 20 minutes before he pops out from behind the curtain. You know this.
What's Taichi's former valet's name? Mayo Abe?
Yes, Mayo Abe. Yeah.
Yeah. Is Ishii the new Mayo Abe?
Quite possibly. Where does
does Taichi even do the lip syncing thing anymore?
I couldn't tell you if he does or not. I missed that entrance.
Okay, cool. Well, if he does, and he continues doing that rock star thing, Ishii should be his bouncer.
There's a good character evolution. Where?
Yeah, but it's New Japan. They won't do any character evolution. They'll just disappear for a few months and have different hair color, and we're just meant to understand it.
That's what happens with the young lions.
Yeah.
I did put out a poll this week in the Discord because we're trying to do this a bit more now. Where do you think Tetsuya Naito goes next? WWE/NXT. I'll give you all the options here. AEW/Ring of Honor, TNA, other North American, so your NWA, MLW, GCW, CMLL of Mexico, AAA of Mexico, Cyberfight, which is Noah or DDT in Japan, or Japan Pro Wrestling, or retirement. Where would you put Naito?
I think the most realistic option might be retirement.
Yeah, possibly. I suppose the
especially considering what Chris Charlton word vomited out at Wrestle Kingdom, all that stuff.
Yeah, his knees and his vision. That he has bad eyesight, so he got surgery on the good eye to make it bad to compensate for the bad eye or something. I don't know how true that is, or if it was surgery to prevent the eye from going bad. But yeah, I think maybe some time off. So the other question is, who assumes leadership of Los Ingobernables de Japon in New Japan with both Naito and Bushi gone? Your options: Hiromu Takahashi, Titan,
I think
Yoda
Shingo will, right?
Shingo's not in that group anymore.
He's not? What's happened? What have I missed?
Wait. Hang on. I'm just going to double check this.
What have I missed? When did Shingo leave?
That's what I'm just thinking, unless I accidentally missed that when I was typing out the options. Members. No, Shingo's still there. Okay, I just missed Shingo. Hiromu's the longest serving member now.
Okay, well, if Shingo's not an option, and Shingo would be the easy option, by the way.
Yeah.
I think the smartest option would be to actually give it to Tsuji.
Yoda Tsuji? Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Gene Blast himself.
Yeah, like, let him build himself up.
Yeah, I don't know if the group survives this. If the group just sort of disbands and goes its own way.
It shouldn't. And honestly, like, New Japan should disband a lot of their staples. New Japan should have disbanded the United Empire as soon as Ospreay left. It makes no sense for that shit to exist without Ospreay.
You'd love your boy being their leader.
TJP?
Yeah.
We do love Manic.
I forgot about that. What about Bullet Club? What about Bullet Club War Dogs? What about Bullet Club House of Torture? What about Bullet Club Rogue Army? What about Bullet Club Gold? Is that too much?
What about Bullet Club Gold? Fucking hell.
Too much Bullet Club?
He's like, Jay White's still with the guns? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm a bit burnt out on AEW at the moment.
Yeah. I've got to be honest. In general, right now, after WrestleMania, I'm kind of burnt out about wrestling in general.
Oh.
It doesn't mean I don't want to do the podcast. I'm happy to talk about wrestling. Kind of burnt out on watching it at the moment.
That's all right. I'll just pull out my Rolodex. So let's see who's here. Mr. Warwick. Okay. You're up next, mate. But no. Yeah, it will just be interesting to see what happens there with Naito. Also, the lads over at Down Under the Mat pointed out in AEW, they've already lost 5 names this year. Do you know all 5?
Was Starks this year?
Yep. So Starks is one of them.
Yeah, I mean Miro.
Yep.
Malachi.
Yep.
Fucking who else?
I'll give you a clue. They both made their WrestleMania debut this year.
Oh yeah. Phoenix and Penta.
Yep.
Miro, Malachi, Ricky Starks, and the Lucha Bros. Yeah, that's 5.
Yeah, that's an insane group. Also, reported to have their contract ending soon, and rumors of them leaving is Mariah May.
Yeah.
Do you see her leaving, or is this just an MJF situation?
I see her leaving 100%.
That's not good for AEW to lose this many top names in this quick of a time. in just this year.
No, and Tony needs to do something about this too. Like, people are literally using his promotion as a way to get to the other promotion now. And, like, not even hiding it. Like, the Malachi's whole fucking run, everyone knew where he wanted to go back to.
Yeah.
Same with Miro. And as soon as Cody left, we all knew where Starks was going to end up. Bros were pretty public about their willingness to get out of there. And
Also true.
Mariah May in the, like, to be believed, like, the main reason she went to AEW was to attach more value to her name so WWE would have more interest in her. And, okay, well then sign these people to either longer contracts to begin with, or, you know, crazy idea, look after them so they don't want to go to the other place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking wild idea, I know.
Also, like, May was signed, November 2 years ago? How long's Cody been back in WWE?
That was 2022.
So why isn't Tony Khan putting in place this 30-day, 90-day, you can't go to WWE, but you can go to anywhere else, or you can't go to a WWE affiliate?
Yeah, well, that would be the smart thing to do. But, I don't know, like, the same, I think, like, part of that is, like, with that initial, like, fucking 2019 Tony Khan AEW mission statement, like how he talked about they didn't want to do, like, dirty tactics, like no compete clauses or whatever. But then they've also done shit like, Phoenix, you're not allowed to go anywhere else because you owe us a certain amount of time because of your injuries.
Starks, you're going to sit at home and not be used, and here, go to this GCW show. What? You said that? Go back home.
Yeah, and yeah, it's, but also, yeah, like the initial mission statement, they talked about, like, providing healthcare for all their wrestlers and paying for travel and all that sort of shit. Like, ask CM Punk about the travel situation when he went to All In London.
He caught the
where he
shib
had to
with the
end up
fans.
yeah, he had to fucking catch public transport from the airport.
So you might have a better idea than me. Attitude Era, there is no such thing as a non-compete clause. When did the
No.
non-compete come into WWE's contracts?
I believe it started to come around because of, like, the Lex Luger shit. So, I think, like, contracts that were signed after that ended up having a bit of a no-compete clause, but contracts that were signed before that obviously didn't have no-compete clauses, so you still had things like Jeff Jarrett and all that happened.
Never drew a dime.
And then, yeah, so I think, like, Luger thing, like, really sort of put that stuff into play, like, opened their eyes to it. But I'm pretty sure, like, it became a stock standard thing by the Ruthless Aggression era. I'm pretty sure, like, 02 onwards is where it becomes, like, a real standard thing, which is crazy because they waited for WCW to fold before they brought that in. But yeah.
And now that it's just been a thing so long, it's always a thing.
Yeah, now it's just, like, expected. But also, it's like, imagine, like, you get a new job tomorrow.
Ooh.
But, like, but you don't get any of the perks, so you don't get health insurance. You don't get benefits like health or fucking paid time off or whatever. You
God
don't get
bless
any of the
Medicare.
benefits. Less Medicare. It's not looked after. But also, if we fire you, you're not allowed to get another job for 90 days. How fucking stupid does that sound? Yeah, we'll keep paying you for those 90 days, but you're not allowed to talk to another company. You're not allowed to... it's stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah,
and also, honestly, let a few of these contracts slide, and they show up to another company the very next night. It'll be a big deal, but it's not gonna. In this day and age, I don't think it's gonna change the fucking landscape unless it's someone fucking real big.
yeah.
It has to be a main eventer, but I don't think as cool as it would be for
Drew?
I don't know,
Drew McIntyre?
yeah, it would be cool for him to show up the next night and if there's there's Friday night SmackDown and then the next night he shows up on Collision. That'd be fucking cool. But I don't think that's going to change the wrestling landscape. So, fucking who cares about this no compete shit? Get over it.
I suppose that's another thing too. We saw Indy go and sign with TNA, but she had to wait for her 90 days to be up before she did that. I know she came back to Australia and spent a bit of time here because she'd been on the road for so long. She did a couple
of shows here, didn't she?
Yeah, she did the Renegades of Wrestling show against Aisha, the show after the Super Show in Brisbane, and that's where she got that belt. Then she went back stateside, lost to Mercedes at House of Glory, I believe. And then I'm like, oh, cool, bring Mercedes down to Melbourne and have her pin Indy and just keep feeding the belts to Mercedes. She's like Thanos. Once she has enough, she'll just snap away half of the wrestling landscape.
She's already snapped away half of the fucking interest I have in wrestling, so she might as well get rid of the fucking landscape as well. Nah, she's not.
She's not that bad. She's not Charlotte levels of bad. She doesn't. She doesn't bury anyone she's in the ring with, and gets accused of sandbagging by various media outlets.
So to go way back to being on topic, Mariah May.
Yes.
Her in the same company as Tiffany Stratton's an interesting thought, isn't it?
Do you put those two on the same show and do the whole Mariah May is the understudy to Tiffy again, similar to the Tony Storm story?
I actually think that if you're going to do that sort of a thing, Charlotte would be the better person to be the understudy for. Someone with a longer career.
Yeah, I just don't trust Charlotte right now.
No, of course not. But Charlotte would be the ideal person if she was a team player, but she has made it pretty publicly evident that she's not a team player anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose it's a thing and this is all hypothetical. I suppose it's sort of like the Lucha Bros. You put them on separate shows and build up the anticipation to them, Tiffany and Mariah being in the ring together, whether that's a Rumble or a Survivor Series or someone wins Money in the Bank, and that's how you do it.
Or you end up fucking ruining it. they've deliberately kept Rhea and Bianca away from each other for so long, and then finally they've got a chance to do a singles match against each other, and they make it a triple threat.
It could be argued that was for the better.
Oh, it definitely was for the better in the end, but it's like these guys have been kept apart from each other for so long.
Just run it back next year as a singles match.
Yeah, maybe.
Did you see this week coming out of Japan, the newest wrestler signed to 01?
No.
You would be quite familiar with the original wrestler to portray this famous gimmick, Hayabusa. There is a new Hayabusa on the scene.
Really?
Yes, defeating Masato Tanaka at 01 on the 27th on Sunday for 01 in Japan. Reportedly, go on.
Yeah, I'm just looking up photos now.
It's in our Discord under the wrestling chat.
Awesome.
But yes, reportedly the family did give their blessings for the new incarnation of Hayabusa.
Yeah, that's awesome. Looks pretty spot on too, actually.
The original Hayabusa passing away in 2016. Do you have any real thoughts on the original, I suppose, before you give your initial impressions on this new Hayabusa?
I mean, what ended up happening to the original Hayabusa is just tragic because I feel like he never got to hit like the stardom that he was eventually inevitably going to hit, because like he was doing shit that people did it today, they would be impressed. Like, but he was doing it. He was doing that shit in a time where like a bear hug was a fucking high spot. So, yeah, I think we were robbed of Hayabusa taking over the world, and I really think like at some point he would have transitioned to taking over America.
Yeah, didn't he do some Ring of Honor stuff, if I'm remembering correctly?
I think so, yeah.
North American in the
I'm just pulling it up.
90s. Yeah, I'm just having a look now. WWA, CMLL, part of the famous Super J Cup of 94.
Yeah, so his injury happened in like 01, I think. So he would have missed ROH. But yeah, like he should have I'm shocked he didn't have like a WCW like cruiserweight run or something like that. Like he did come over and do some stuff at ECW. There was a really good RVD and Sabu versus Hayabusa, and I think it was Jinsei Shinzaki at Heatwave 98. I think I'm gonna have to just fact check myself. ECW Heatwave 98. Because it's a really fucking good show. Yeah, Hayabusa's first and only major wrestling appearance in the United States as he teamed with Jinsei Shinzaki to take on RVD and Sabu for the World Tag Team titles.
Fuck, that sounds like a great match.
It really is. The entire show's fucking awesome. It's the one where the Dudleys like basically inside a riot.
I'm just having a look at this match card now. Dark match of Balls Mahoney and Axel Ron against the FBI. Justin Credible against Jerry Lynn. Chris Candido.
See who's in Justin Credible's corner?
Nicole Bass.
Yeah.
Chris Candido with Tammy against Lance Storm. Masato Tanaka against Mike Awesome. Isn't that the match they run back at One Night Stand? And yes, we know the
Yeah.
commentary for that.
Yeah. No, they had a trilogy, I think, in the original ECW, and I think this was like the first match.
Oh, wow. This would be a good
Yeah.
pay-per-view to go back and watch if we had the network. Is there any ECW stuff on Netflix? I know there's some classic like
No,
WWE or WCW.
no. There's I don't think there's much WCW even.
Have you been watching the WCW Vault?
I subscribe to it. I haven't paid attention for a couple of weeks, but there is some good stuff on there.
Come on, bring out the ECW Vault. Taz versus Bam Bam Bigelow in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Yeah,
And
I'm pretty sure that's the one with the ramp where Taz and Bam Bam go through the ramp.
Dreamer, Sandman, and Spike defeat Dudley's Bubba, Devon, and Big Dick in a street fight.
How stacked is that card, dude?
That
The card is actually nuts.
it is
Like
a really good card.
top to bottom. Top to bottom. Incredible win. That's a banger of a match. Candido and Storm, technical as fuck, amazing. Tanaka and Awesome, just fucking big meaty men slapping meat. Yeah, the tag title match is just high spot after high spot. Taz and Bam Bam's just a fucking fight, and then the main event is just like where all the emotion is and the fucking heat in that main event. Like, no wonder they called it Heatwave, because like the Dudleys come out, and that's where Bubba like says some really horrible shit to a mother and daughter in the crowd.
God. That's that event. Okay.
Yeah, where the mother taught the daughter how to do stuff. Anyway.
Yeah, so it will be interesting to see where the new incarnation of Hayabusa goes.
Yeah, I hope like I almost guarantee we'll see him on AEW at some point. Tony would be fucking licking his lips at the idea of booking someone called Hayabusa.
Tony needs to hire somebody to run Ring of Honor for him and stop running that damn promotion into the ground. Anyhow, WWE Perth is so big, even the ABC's talking about it, and there is a press conference with your boy, Grayson Waller, tomorrow morning, Perth time.
Yeah, and Rhea too, I think.
Yeah, and Rhea. But mainly Grayson.
And Rhea. Yeah, Grayson.
Okay, I guess they're going to announce what this PLE is going to be. The heavy rumor going around is Saturday night's main event. Do you have any care to guess what this is going to be?
I was hoping it would be like a Bad Blood or something, but Saturday night's main event, timeline-wise, actually checks out as well. That's bad.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, Saturday night's main event, the first two, since they brought it back, have been okay. Been all right. The first one was really good. I liked it, except there were some confusing elements about it.
The first one was pretty good for what it was, yeah. The second one, not so much.
Second one, not so much. It was still like, it still felt like bigger than a Raw or a SmackDown, but it didn't feel bigger than a pay-per-view. So we're going to have a whole fucking Raw, a SmackDown, a Raw, and a Saturday night's main event. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm not flying over to Perth for that. Speaking of not paying money for that, did you see how much VIP SummerSlam front row was for New Jersey?
Well, what was it, like 40 grand or some shit?
40 grand? 40 grand US, and it's gone. It's already sold out.
Well, that's the fucking problem, guys. If any of you people listening to this somehow are one of these people, first of all, send us some money and buy some merch because you clearly got disposable income. Second of all, problem, right? They're selling out with these tickets. So you can't even be like, why are they making it so expensive? Who would ever fucking buy it? You're buying it. Stop it.
If anything, they should put it up more.
Exactly. That's their argument is going to be like, oh, well, if we sold out at 40, we could probably have a crack at trying to sell out at 50.
50? Why not go up to 60?
How about we just like give us the deed to your house?
Yeah. It is way too fucking expensive. For that price, I want a guided tour of WWE HQ and the NXT PC.
I did see that they get to do like something with Kevin Nash where he takes him around the ring or whatever. It's like, why is Kevin Nash on fucking babysitting duties with the front row marks?
Oh, you know it's either going to be... You know what Kevin Nash you're getting for that, don't you?
Oh, big lazy for sure.
What else do we have to touch on sort of news-wise internationally? I've seen conflicting reports about another Stardom wrestler, Falca, who was instrumental in that International Cup at Wrestle Dynasty. I don't know. Hit Athena with the lead pipe.
Yeah.
So, depending on where you're getting your information for this, she's done with Stardom, or she's not done with Stardom, or she's looking to go on a tour outside of Japan, or she's looking to switch companies. I haven't been able to find a concrete source on this. I'm just merely bringing it up as, yeah, she'd probably be another one who's a good fit for Ring of Honor and AEW, but how many women can you have there and be doing nothing with? What happened to the big muscle Camille?
I'm still fucking pissed about that because I had just been wanting someone to do something with Camille for so long because as soon as I saw her in the NWA, I just knew there was something about her. Like, fucking do something with her. And then these people finally get her and they fuck her off and replace her with a fucking clone.
Look, it's you, but younger.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they did.
Also, Dakota has put out on social media that she's not hurt. So she's just waiting on TV, I guess. I think that's about it for the general international stuff. Did you catch NXT after Mania?
A little bit.
Did you enjoy the women opening the show?
Did.
I thought it was a pretty good match, and then we'll get to Raw this coming week, and I'll give my thoughts on that division. Did you enjoy Lexis King backstage?
No, he should have been disappeared for ages. Also, he should have lost his cup.
Was there anything really of note on this week's I guess the past week's TV that really stood out to you?
Not really, to be honest. I can't stress enough how fucking dead this men's division is in NXT. I mean, the women is stacked. We've talked about this. We've talked about this before. But then on this week's episode of NXT, they announced the Battle Royal, and then the social media's put up a fucking graphic of the battle royal for next week to number one contender for the NXT title and 25-man battle royal. And I put up a photo, and it's like, who the fuck are like 3/4 of these people?
Yeah, yeah. It's something they did a lot in the early days of NXT. After a takeover, women battle royale for number one contender. So it's good to see we've got a bit of equality finally in NXT. But as you have mentioned, the men's division is lacking, and that's sort of because you've built over up into this incredible, unstoppable force that he's sort of run through a lot of challenges. So it'll be interesting to see who he does get out of this battle royale. Whether it will be,
it's like the men's division is on hold until Oba gets called up, and then they can let loose. Because then, like, once Oba gets called up, and then you can start the ascension to the NXT title for Ricky Saints, and then people are going to love that shit. So,
yeah, it is a little bit on pause.
Yeah, and also like the last few years, it's been just like the men's division has been getting built around one person or like one sort of bigger dude just sort of destroying people, whether it was Obafemi, then Trick before that, Bron Breakker before that. Like, this is the effects of having like dominant champions for such a long time, is that, okay, by having a dominant champion for such a long time, like, you're going to be left with a roster full of people that have been dominated.
Yeah, well, who would you put as your winner out of this battle royale for Obafemi?
Like, Trick, but it doesn't make sense storyline wise.
Javon? And then he loses in a one-on-one?
Yeah, Javon.
I suppose you could do a thing where Javon wins and you get to the match and then Trick interferes again to cost Javon that match.
Maybe, like, if you wanted to be real nuts, like, you could probably do something with Charlie Dempsey.
Where's he been?
But yeah, like, I'm trying to find this graphic I saw earlier. Maybe if I search it. Yeah, there's. I don't. Yeah, like there's Ethan Page is on there. Ethan Page and Obafemi. Nah. Who's on this?
I'm just 10 hours ago battle royale. Okay.
Do you want me to send it through?
No, I've got it now in front of me.
Cool.
John Spears? No. Ethan Page? Charlie Dempsey? Oh, there's what's his name? Thorpe. Eddie Thorpe. He's on this graphic. He is a person on this graphic. Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, it's sort of.
Who the fuck is that dude standing? Who's that dude standing next to fucking Ethan Page in this?
Hang on, it's just loading again. Timothy Thatcher? Or the one
the
with
other side?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea who the fuck that is. Maybe it's someone from like Evolve or some shit.
Oh, it's Downstate. Awesome. I don't know if it is or not. But should we chat SmackDown after Mania?
Yeah.
Okay, US Women's Championship match. Your thoughts?
I mean, it's cool that Zelina got a title, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
Feel a bit early.
It feels like if we weren't going to give her a title in Puerto Rico last year before,
2 years
whenever,
ago now.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should have done this at Mania then.
Yep.
And like people are like,
Honestly,
yeah,
could have done without the New Day War Raiders match and replaced it with this.
I was going to say replace it with the actual tag title match of the weekend.
Yeah.
Fuck me, what a match. And then there's some dude front row here hitting with my prosthetic leg. Okay.
Yeah. Fucking
Boom.
nuts. Love it. I think that how good that TLC match was. I think that's one of the good things about it happening on SmackDown, because it wouldn't have got that much time at Mania.
Do you know how much time that had? Off the top of your head?
I think it was like half an hour, right?
I'll have a quick look here.
Maybe less. Probably less.
I'm just having a look for you. But yeah, I thought fucking hell of a match. Best TLC match since
Probably since the original ones, right?
Yeah, if it's taken me that long to think of one off the top of my head, then yeah, it probably is. I'm just trying to find it now.
Actually, I really enjoyed that one. Back in 06, it was Edge and John Cena, where John Cena beats Edge for the title in Toronto in a TLC match.
Yeah, but I'm more so thinking triangle three-way team TLC, like Edge, Christian, Hardy sort of caliber.
Yeah. Yeah, in terms of like tag team stuff, like we haven't seen it since Edge, Christian, Hardy's, Dudley's.
So New Day Clash of Clan experience got 9 minutes 15. This here got 22:52. So yeah, it would have been cut in half the time. Which you couldn't do all that. Although you could have just put the women's.
Can't fucking. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe you should just replace the tag titles of Mania with Zelina and Chelsea, because I think Zelina kind of, after all these years, probably deserves that moment.
Chelsea, for all the work she's put into establishing this title, deserved that moment. Raw after Mania, we've got the tag titles back on Liv and Raquel, and Liv's like, okay, I'm going now to do Hollywood stuff. What the fuck is the point of this division?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They said they're gonna. It's rumored that they're gonna announce whatever it is that Liv's gonna do next week, and apparently it's pretty big. So I've heard. Whatever role she's got is like pretty big.
Well, that's good for her.
That's good for her. They should do something next week to get the belts off of her.
Who do you put them on?
And
then?
also, fucking anyone, honestly. Put it on Julia and Roxanne.
There you go. Yeah, that'd be a good choice. Yes, it's another makeshift tag team, but at least then you can have these belts defended because, who was it? Alba Fire and Isla Dawn won them over in the UK, and fair enough. One of them had personal stuff with a family member passing away, so they took a bit of time off. But then it felt like they came back to TV, they had 3 matches, and then they lost the belts all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's like the champions are never defending or they're never here, and then they lose.
And then like Jade and Bianca have it, and then they give Jade a fucking kayfabe injury.
Oh, that's right.
And just hand the belt to Naomi.
I forgot about that part. Who would you say was the last great champion of this division?
I'm not sure if it's the last great, but if you were to ask me like who was the best champs of these, the first team that comes to my mind is Bailey and Sasha. That time when during the pandemic where they literally had all the belts.
Oh wow, that is May of 2020, who lost it to Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, there was that little run where they had all the belts and they were the best thing going on SmackDown at the time. Bailey dose belts.
I forgot about that. Speaking of Bailey, did you see any of a Chris Van Vliet interview, I think it was?
I saw the clip everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
Where she's like, oh, this thing that's going to happen. Oh, boy.
Didn't that age well?
Yeah.
I did see Buddy's interview today that got dropped with Chris Van Vliet. That's worth a go and watch.
Yeah, I will have to check it out. I do enjoy the Chris Van Vliet interviews. Although, like, sometimes it's just, like, it's a little too cheesy sometimes. Sometimes, like, it's, you know, he's a really positive, happy dude, but sometimes I just, give me a bit of grizzle to you. Like, have a bit of negativity in your life. Make yourself more relatable. You're already handsome and you're stupidly positive. Like,
and you're
Canadian. Want to slap you a little bit. Yeah, and you're Canadian. It's like, Mister, everything's awesome. Good for you.
Could be worse. Could be interviewed by the non-wrestling journalist.
Yeah. Well, that's one where it's just like, hey, coming on my podcast. Hey, do you hate Tony Khan? How much do you hate Tony Khan? He's a dickhead, isn't
he? Yeah, I don't really put any weight behind his interviews anymore after he came out and said that, and then immediately the next week's like hyping up WrestleMania. I'm like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, well, then you've got like, then you've got Busted Open, which are another fucking horrible source of it. It's like, we're impartial and like we're unbiased. Like also, we're coaching in NXT, and also we do the pre-show for TNA. And okay, yeah, we just happen to have negative views about AEW, but it's not because we're partnered with the WWE.
Did you see Dave LaGreca called out Dwayne?
Yeah, I mean, that was good. But like Dave's the only one that actually fucking calls out the bullshit. Bubba's just like, oh, you just wait and see. And then Mark Henry's like, well, now Mark Henry's just like, oh, AEW shit. He was the voice of reason for a bit, but now he's not there, so.
I did go and watch the LFG show, the one where the clip got heavily circulated about Bubba. In my entire 30 years, that is the most unprofessional thing.
Oh, isn't like LFG the most fucking... It's just a wrestling show. It's not a reality show. Everything about it is just a wrestling show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. It's not a reality show at all. It's all a fucking work.
It is.
That whole thing of BJ Ray like just tagging himself in and then his partner leaving the match. Like, we've seen that angle a million fucking times in wrestling.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to tell us that was a shoot.
Come on.
But there's also something just like mesmerizing, and I just enjoy watching the show, even though I know it's such a shit show. But that's also like, I also have trash reality TV show brain, so like I am drawn to that shit. So, but yeah, like there's like little the bits where you get to see the Undertaker like be a coach is cool as fuck.
Yeah. Like, there is
Just
some
'cause
little gems in there.
yeah, there's gems in there, but then also it's such a fucking stupid work. But it's also, what did you think about hearing Jeremy Borash commentate on the WWE show?
Yeah, that was great. That was worth it almost alone.
Yeah, it's cool.
What's the other one he does? Evolve.
Oh, he does do that, yeah. Yeah, I've never watched Evolve. You know what? For next week's podcast, I'm going to watch an episode of Evolve.
Sure, you say that now, but I think that
Find it on YouTube.
yeah, it's all on WWE's YouTube. I think
Because there's like this tag team everyone's going off about called like Swipe Right or some shit. I want to check them out.
yeah, they're cringe.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
But like they seem to be the only fucking thing people talk about from Evolve, so they must be doing something right.
I guess. Should we chat some of the Aussie events that I've at least got listed down in front of me that are coming up this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, over last weekend, Impact Pro Wrestling of Queensland drew 500 fans in attendance. Finally, some good news for Queensland wrestling. Did you see the photos going around of PWA Easter Monday outside of Combank Stadium for the rugby?
No.
Okay, it's in our local wrestling New South Wales chat, and like, tell me this wouldn't be a fun afternoon before an afternoon of rugby. Going there, sitting under the gum tree.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Watching a bit of PWA. It's kind of like in the Queensland one when last year IPW ran a match at the Titan Stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks so cool, man.
Let's see, local wrestling this week. There's a few coming up this month, so I'm trying to do this now in the Discord so then we can keep tabs on what's coming up. This week, two notable events. There is Tasmanian Championship Wrestling, New Dawn, Saturday, 3rd of May, which will feature Elliot Grayson against James Sly Silver for the Northwest Championship, and Aaron Lynch having a TCW Championship celebration. And we've got Riot City Wrestling presenting RCW Academy Main Street Mayhem number 59 Smash and Slam.
Nice.
Where is my SA? Yeah, so they've done the AI generated wrestling figures that were going around a lot last week and turned that into their poster for this Academy show.
That's awesome.
Vincent DiMaria against Chris Basso, who's the reigning RCW champion. There's a 3-on-3 match of the Old Guard versus Rocco, Kyoto, and Red Smash.
Well, Smash and Slam, I'm looking at these things. Smash and Slam was the WCW figures during the Monday Night Wars. They were my favorite figures. And it says, and they've done these match cards to look exactly like the packaging looked back in the day for the WCW Smash and Slam wrestlers. It's so cool. I love it.
Do you have a favorite figure?
The Smash and Slam Scott Hall was like used back in the day, but of these ones in these photos, like which one would I buy? Like that Zach Sabbath, if that was a real figure, that'd be so cool.
Okay, I'll put you down for one, the Dark King Zach Sabbath that comes with the RCW Emerald Crown Championship.
Fuck yeah. Get me a Ricardo figure. Wrestler that comes with a bow and arrow. I'm fucking sold.
Alrighty. I think that just about does it. Yeah, so those two are your major offerings this week. Then there is at least one event I've got listed for the following week, and then a bunch of others coming into May and June. But Alex, where can the good humans find you?
You can find me on all social media at Fruity's Alex. You can find us at Wrestle Ozstar with an AUS. Search us up on Facebook, Wrestling Ozstar. You can find Chris at
I'm Chris Funder. Come tell me why my wrestling opinions suck. I will still tell you that Seth Rollins dresses worse than Hiromu Takahashi. You can go back and listen to the entire Wrestling All-Star archive for free on SoundCloud, TuneIn, YouTube, Spotify. That's the one I'm forgetting.
There you go.
Or using the link below for Apple Music. Nothing left to say but good day, and we'll speak to you next time.
Humans, someone make me this Zach Sabbath figure.
Really?
It's so cool. The one on the poster looks so cool.
Okay, we'll get you Zach Sabbath. How about a Matt Grimbasso of the old guard?
Champ.
You'll take a champ? Okay.
I'll take a champ. Yeah, I'd take a Basso. Pretty much all of them. They all look pretty cool. I'd take a Joe Master, whoever that is.
Making their debut at this event.
The figure kind of looks like Tony Schiavone.